Edward, can I ask, have you been slacking off lately?
What? Where the hell is this coming from? Are you picking a fight now? I'm the CEO running the damn company and you're accusing me of being lazy? Wow. And you call yourself my wife? You're acting like a damn witch.
Here we go again. Every time I bring something up, this is how you respond. You've got some nerve calling me a witch after I've stood by this company for 20 years.
You work at the company too, don't you? So yeah, it's your job.
Staying late until midnight and showing up on weekends isn't just part of the job, Edward. And let's talk about something else. You do know there are rumors going around, right?
Rumors? About what?
That you're spending an awful lot of time with that young woman in marketing? Everyone's talking about it behind your back.
Oh, so the secret's out already, huh? Guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Wait, what? What are you saying?
I mean, I figured you didn't notice, but clearly other people did. Funny how third parties always catch on faster. Anyway, yeah, the rumors are true.
Are you seriously admitting this to me right now?
I'm not cheating, Hazel. I'm saying I'm leaving you. I want a divorce. I'm gonna marry her.
What are you talking about? You're seriously leaving me for her?
Weren't you listening? Yeah, I am. Honestly, I thought you already figured it out. You've been so wrapped up in the younger staff lately. But let's be real, Hazel. This is your fault.
My fault? You're the one who started an affair. Don't even try to pin this on me.
No, see, this is what you never got. You've been throwing yourself into your work, putting the company before your family for years. Late nights, takeout dinners, no time for your husband. And let's be honest, you're 40 now. You've lost that glow. After 20 years of marriage, I'm bored. Young women are simply better, more exciting. Let's not pretend this marriage isn't already over.
I worked to support you. Everything I did, every night I stayed late was to keep the company running while you played CEO.
Oh, give me a break. You work for yourself. You like your independence, don't you? Don't turn this around on me. I make enough money to support both of us so you don't have to work. You chose this. So don't cry about the consequences now.
You think I had a choice? You think I wanted to work myself sick while you sat back and took credit? You wouldn't have a company if I hadn't held things together during the worst of it.
Oh, please, you're not the only employee there. There are plenty of people keeping the company afloat, so it's not all thanks to you. Still, you are valuable. So even after the divorce, I'd appreciate it if you stayed on staff. You're good at what you do, and frankly, the company needs you. We both know it'd be easier for everyone if you just kept working.
Unbelievable. I've given 2 decades of my life to this company and to you. I worked through holidays, gave up vacations, sacrificed sleep and sanity. And you're thanking me by replacing me and asking me to stay on like some glorified assistant?
Come on, don't be so dramatic. You want recognition? Fine, I'll give you a raise. Losing the woman who practically runs half the departments would be inconvenient. So look, how about a raise? Happy now?
No, I'm done. I'm quitting. I'm not your employee, and I'm sure as hell not your servant.
What the hell are you saying? You think you could just walk away from this?
Hazel, it's Mary. I saw you leaving the office in a hurry earlier. Are you all right? Oh, Mary. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make a scene or worry you. Worrying about younger folks is practically part of the job description when you're my age. But in all seriousness, you've been working yourself to the bone lately at work, and from what I've heard in your personal life, too, you can't keep carrying all of that without breaking down eventually. I think all that hard work might finally be catching up to me in a way I wasn't ready for. What do you mean? Are you saying the rumors are true? They are. He told me directly just this morning. Edward's planning to marry that younger woman. I guess deep down I saw it coming. I just didn't expect it to hit this hard when it actually happened. I keep thinking, why am I crying over someone so selfish, so unbelievably foolish? Because you gave him 20 years of your life, Hazel. You weren't just his employee, and you supported him. Protected his reputation, helped build everything he stands on. Emotions built over decades don't just vanish the moment someone betrays you. And honestly, he's the foolish one, not you. So what are you thinking? What comes next? I'm quitting. I refuse to keep being used by him after everything. That's a wise choice. You've been the backbone of that company. You've overseen operations, finance, training. You've held it all together. And now he throws that away like it means nothing? He's not just losing you. He's abandoning the only real leadership that company has. The next board meeting is going to be a mess. I didn't mean to create all this drama. I feel like I'm letting everyone down. Absolutely not. You've done more for us than anyone could have asked. If anything, we should be thanking you. And I mean that, not just as your coworker, but as someone who's watched everything you've done. So on behalf of everyone, you have our deepest gratitude. I only did what needed to be done. Even now, I don't regret that. But the company's going to change, maybe in ways we won't survive. I'm afraid people will blame me for walking away. No one will blame you, Hazel. If anyone's to blame, it's Edward. You have every right to step away. Do what you need to do. The people who truly support you will stand by your side. People like me.
Hey, what the hell is going on? You just handed in a resignation letter out of nowhere? You were supposed to submit a resignation request, not a final notice.
That's what people usually do, yes, but I'm not here to follow the usual script anymore. I'm done playing polite. I'm serious about leaving, and I didn't want to give you the chance to reject it. So I submitted my resignation letter, not a request. Already filed it with HR and management. I'm using my remaining vacation days, so I won't be returning to the office. Oh, and the person taking over for me, they're trained. No need to worry.
You think it's okay to just walk out like that? You're putting the entire company in a difficult spot.
You're the one who treated me like I was disposable. If losing me causes chaos, that says more about your poor planning than it does about me. I'm not your labor slave. I refuse to keep being used just to keep the wheels turning. And weren't you the one who said this company runs thanks to everyone? Well, then you'll be just fine without me, right?
Damn it! You better finish all your work! I'm not letting you leave until everything's tied up properly.
It is tied up. I planned for this. I've done my part. Now it's your turn to figure out how to survive without me.
What the hell is this? You didn't leave any proper handover! Now nothing's working! Operations are falling apart!
That's strange. I trained my replacement thoroughly.
You can't possibly hand things over in just a few days! Do you really expect anyone to believe that's enough?
Who said anything about just a few days? I've been training them and preparing them for over a year now. Started the moment I began hearing rumors about your affairs.
Wait, you were preparing for this for a year? Are you serious?
You mean to tell me you never noticed? I'd heard whispers about you cheating before, but you always ended those flings quickly. So I never had solid proof, nothing direct. I hated it. I hated hearing those rumors, feeling that pit in my stomach, but I couldn't confront you with anything. So yes, when the rumors started again, I decided I wouldn't let myself be blindsided a second time.
So you knew all along? You expected this to happen?
Let's just say I wasn't naive. When you hear the same whispers enough times, you start to get tired of pretending it's nothing. I made up my mind that if I ever heard another rumor, true or not, I'd leave. No second chances this time. So I started preparing. I trained my successor, briefed our major clients ahead of time, documented project pipelines, created financial reports, and built a resource library for the team. Everything, absolutely everything, was lined up in advance.
When the hell did you even have time to do all that?
While you were out flirting with women young enough to be your intern, I was running the company, planning for a smooth exit and gathering evidence all at once. I was juggling everything while you were, enjoying drinks downtown? I was preparing the company to survive your recklessness. Believe me when I say I had my hands full.
When did you first find out? When did you start collecting evidence?
From the very beginning. Don't insult my intelligence, Edward. I've got everything like dates, times, messages, photos of you going into hotels with her, every last detail. Text exchanges, receipts, you name it, I have it. Enough to make any divorce attorney thrilled. Until now, I never had enough proof because you always kept things quick and quiet. But this time, you got sloppy.
You found out about those too?
Yes. And this time, you didn't just flirt, but you got serious. That's what made it easy. You left trails everywhere. And honestly, I was still hoping I wouldn't have to go through with it. But then you had the audacity to blame me. You told me your affair was my fault. That was when the blood rushed to my head and I knew I couldn't take it anymore.
If you'd been planning this for a year, why the hell is everything breaking down now? Why isn't the system holding up without you?
Do you really believe a 20-year-old career can be replaced in 1 year? Even the most talented person can't absorb all of my responsibilities in just 12 months. I trained them the best I could, but let's be clear, I was doing the work of several people. No single replacement was ever going to match my bandwidth right away. That's not how experience works. And if I remember right, yesterday was the due date for several vendor payments. Tell me, Edward, did those go out?
No! I had no idea yesterday was a payment deadline! We've been flooded with complaints from vendors since this morning! You should have handled the final follow-ups! This is your mess!
I already told you, I documented everything. I left behind manuals, schedules, reminders. All vendor deadlines were entered into the shared calendar and verbally communicated to the successor. It's not like I vanished overnight without a trace.
Wait. The shared calendar? You did mention something about that.
I did, but clearly you never bothered to check it. Not even once. You're the CEO, Edward, and yet you ignore the most basic task of leadership, which is staying informed.
That's accounting's job!
No, in a crisis, it's everyone's job, especially the person at the top. And let's be honest, you're only mad because you didn't think this would actually happen. You thought I'd stay and clean up after you forever. Well, surprise, I'm done.
You're saying this is my fault?
It is your fault. You took me for granted. You let rumors pile up for years, never cared how they affected me, and now that I've finally walked away, you want to throw a tantrum? Please. I gave you more than enough time and tools to prepare. If you're failing now, it's because you chose not to lead. So I'm not coming back. I'm not answering emails. I'm not finishing handovers. I already did them. The rest is on you. Good luck, Mr. CEO. You're going to need it. It's Mary. I know you've been away most of the day with something about making a formal apology to one of our clients. Anyway, the board meeting just wrapped up. I wanted to update you immediately. To be blunt, the entire board reached a unanimous decision. You are the one held responsible for the cancellation of the deal. No one else.
What the hell? Me? Are you kidding me right now? I've been doing everything I can to hold this place together! Hazel left without a single proper handover! That put the whole department in chaos, and I've been the one stepping up, cleaning up her mess, and making sure things don't completely fall apart!
Hazel didn't leave for no reason, Edward. You were the reason. Her resignation wasn't sudden or irrational. It was a reaction to how you treated her, how undervalued and cornered she felt. You pushed her out. And now the fallout is massive. The canceled deal caused substantial financial losses. We are hemorrhaging time, energy, and money trying to manage the mess that followed. Every department is overloaded with tasks they weren't trained for. We're plugging holes as they appear, but we're clearly understaffed and overwhelmed. People are burning out. Morale is tanking. Half of the staff are already looking for new jobs, and productivity has dropped dramatically. 2 weeks ago, we were on track for our quarterly goals. Now we're nowhere close. So again, what exactly is your plan to take responsibility for this?
I don't know what you expect from me. I'm already working overtime. I've barely slept. Everyone needs to step up and hold the line. That's what we do as a company. We survive setbacks together.
Then tell me, how do you plan to hold the line now that the bank has frozen our business loan?
Excuse me? What do you mean, frozen?
You didn't hear? Earlier today we received notice. The bank has officially suspended our credit line. Apparently someone tipped them off about the canceled contract. That triggered a routine check-in, and they sent a representative to assess whether we were still a safe investment.
Please tell me someone could answer their questions. Please don't tell me we botched that too.
We did. No one was able to provide accurate figures. Not finance, not operations, not you. The truth is, the numbers haven't been properly updated since the chaos began. Our internal systems don't match our ledgers. Orders were half canceled and half reinstated. No one knows what's confirmed anymore. We don't even have enough staff left to fix the records. And the staff we do have, too busy putting out fires you started. So yes, the bank froze our funding. They said they'd consider resuming talks once we get our books in order, if we survive that long.
This is a nightmare! This can't be happening! I've been trying! I thought I was doing everything right!
You thought effort alone was enough? Edward, you've been in over your head for months. You ignored every warning sign. And worse, you mistook Hazel's competence as your own success. Let's be honest, Hazel was the backbone of your operation. She managed the accounts, the clients, the schedules. You smiled, shook hands, and took credit. But the second you let that power get to your head, you started playing CEO with zero understanding of what was holding the company up. You treated Hazel like she was disposable.
Okay, fine. Maybe I didn't handle everything perfectly, but I didn't expect this. You really think I wanted things to go this far?
Intent doesn't matter anymore. The damage is done. You let your ego get in the way of basic leadership. You dismissed warnings, brushed off concerns, and started focusing more on that intern you were flirting with than the actual business.
That's not what happened!
Please, everyone saw it. Hazel walked because she had no respect left for you, and now we're all paying for your short-sightedness.
This is too much! Contracts canceled, bank funding cut off. What am I supposed to do? No one could fix all of this alone!
Then maybe you shouldn't have pushed away the one person who could have helped you. But you did, and now it's all collapsing around you.
This isn't fair! I thought I was doing the right thing!
Well, the board doesn't think so, and frankly, neither do I.
Is this it? Am I done?
Well, that depends. The board's reconvening tomorrow to vote on your future. I'd suggest preparing a statement, and for once, please take responsibility.
Mary, we've got a serious problem. Employees are quitting, one after another. What the hell is going on?
Well, what did you expect? Ever since Hazel resigned, workloads have doubled. Everyone's under extreme pressure. Their responsibilities increased, but nothing else did. No support, no compensation, no leadership. Why would anyone stick around?
Damn it, this is all her fault! Hazel started this chain reaction!
Excuse me, how exactly do you figure that?
Half the women quitting right now. Hazel personally trained all of them. Don't tell me that's a coincidence. She probably got into their heads before she left. Pressured them into leaving too.
That's a serious accusation, Edward, and an unfair one. Hazel left this company weeks ago. She's no longer involved. You can't keep using her as your scapegoat. Besides, it's no surprise that the women she trained are walking away.
Why not? Why is that no surprise to you?
Because those women looked up to Hazel. They respected her, not just as a supervisor, but as someone who fought for them. And then they watched her get completely burned by this company, by you. She was betrayed by the man she trusted, both as a husband and as a leader. You shattered her personal and professional life in one blow, and the people around her saw everything. Now they're stuck dealing with the mess she left behind, being twice the work, half the structure. No guidance, no respect. Of course they're leaving. Who would stay?
This is insane. At this rate, we won't have anyone left to run operations. Everything's going to fall apart.
It already is. And just so you're prepared, I doubt you've heard yet, but another resignation came in this morning.
Another one? Who?
One of the department heads. He handed in a formal letter of resignation and said he no longer sees a future with this company.
A manager? A department head is walking away? Are you serious?
Completely. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if more follow. The smarter, more capable employees have already realized the truth that there's no growth here anymore. No stability, no leadership worth staying for.
This can't be happening. No, I've got it. We need to bring Hazel back. That's the only way to fix this. If she returns, everything will go back to normal.
Wow, you really still don't get it, do you?
What's that supposed to mean?
You think this whole mess is just a glitch to reset? That Hazel can be dragged back and magically fix what you broke? But she's not a tool to be used. She's the reason this place functioned at all, and you lost her. And you're still as short-sighted as ever.
Hazel, please, I need you to come back to the company right now. I'm begging you. We'll pay you whatever you want. Name your salary. You can leave at 5 on the dot. Hell, you can set your own hours if that's what it takes. Just please come back. I'm serious. I'm on my knees here. I'll do anything.
Why would I even consider coming back just because you're panicking? Do you really think some desperate begging will fix everything? Don't insult me.
You loved that company too, didn't you? You put everything into it. Are you really okay just watching it collapse?
Whether or not it collapses is up to you. You're the CEO, remember? It's your company now, not mine. And this idea that you'll pay me anything, don't you think there's a more important debt you should be addressing first?
What do you mean?
I'll be sending you the paperwork for the alimony and emotional damages from your affair, and yes, I'll be sending a bill to your little girlfriend, too. Actions have consequences.
Wait, what? You're hitting me with that now?
This isn't sudden. You know exactly what you did, and adultery isn't free, Edward. The emotional damage you caused, you think that just gets swept under the rug? Your offer to pay me a salary is cute, but that would be company money. This is personal. I want your money. You betrayed me, so you pay for it. And don't try denying anything. I have all the proof I need.
You've got to be kidding me. You know the company's in crisis right now. This is the worst possible time.
Oh, right. I heard all about that. The bank pulled funding. The last big contract got canceled, and now you're hemorrhaging clients. Real shame. Right before the end of the year financials, too.
It's chaos here. You know how bad this is. I'm asking you, just hold off on this for now, please.
That sounds like a you problem. None of this has anything to do with me anymore. You made sure of that when you threw me away. You're asking for mercy now, but where was that when you blindsided me and humiliated me in front of half the staff? You're only thinking about yourself, just like always. You didn't care what happened to me then, and now it's your turn. If you don't want to deal with the fallout, rebuild the company yourself. Oh, wait. You're not capable of that, are you?
Know where to start. What the hell is going on? Why did I just find out that you had a personal connection with one of our largest corporate clients?
Could you not make it sound so sleazy? Personal connection? Really? You say that like I was doing something shady. Let me remind you, I wasn't just some low-level accountant. I was your head of accounting. I managed the books, coordinated with clients, and yes, I took the initiative to build relationships. That's what helped this company grow. I've been working there for 20 years. In that time, I built an extensive network. You're only now realizing how much of that major account was built on my contacts?
Yeah, I realized it today. I went to try and repair the relationship and to talk about reopening the contract, but their CEO flat out told me if Hazel's not our point of contact, we're not doing business.
He said that directly? Well, good for him. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Let's be real here. Why would anyone want to discuss a long-term business partnership with a man who cheated on his wife and ditched the one person who actually held the company together?
Wait, you told them about the affair?
Calm down. I didn't go around airing our dirty laundry. When I resigned, I paid them a visit out of courtesy, as a professional. They asked why I was leaving, and I answered truthfully. It wasn't my plan to bring it up, but I wasn't going to lie either. I wasn't going to pretend everything was fine after being betrayed both as your wife and your colleague.
But this affects more than just you and me. You knew that if they pulled out suddenly, it would hit us like a train.
You do remember it's been over 3 weeks since I resigned, right? I didn't just disappear. I knew pulling out suddenly would cause issues, so I took steps on my own time to make sure they wouldn't be left high and dry. I used my network to suggest a list of alternative companies that could take over the business. I didn't want to leave them in a bind.
You what?
That's right. The past few weeks they've been meeting with and signing new contracts with companies I referred them to. Reliable firms in the same industry. The transition's already underway. They're not waiting around for you anymore, Edward. They don't need your company anymore.
You told our biggest client about our rivals?
Not rivals, but competitors. There are dozens of companies out there offering similar services. And when they heard the recommendation came from me, it made things easier. Trust goes a long way.
You've been scheming behind my back this entire time?
Scheming? Don't be dramatic. You're the one who told me not to cause problems when I left. You said, and I quote, "Don't make a mess on your way out." So I didn't. I made sure the client had options. I did what you asked. So don't start yelling at me for doing exactly that.
You went way too far. Do you even care what you've done? You just destroyed our entire revenue stream! 80% of our sales gone! And now we're looking at possible bankruptcy! People are gonna lose their jobs!
Coming from the man who destroyed the company's credibility by cheating on his wife and chasing interns? Spare me. But you're right about one thing. Innocent employees shouldn't suffer because of your actions. That's why I did what I did.
What the hell does that mean? What else did you do?
Wouldn't you like to know? But hey, you're the CEO. Isn't it your job to figure that out?
Wait, are you saying you're behind the wave of resignations too? All of those employees quitting! Was that you?
I'm not your teacher, Edward. I'm not here to give you answers. Maybe start using that brain of yours, if you still have one.
leaving too? No one told me that was even on the table. Please, Mary, you've been with us since my father's era. You're a cornerstone of this company. Can we just talk this through before you finalize everything?
I'm sorry, Edward. My decision is final. I'm retiring, not just resigning. After everything that's happened, I have no reason to stay. Hazel gave you everything she had. Decades of loyalty, competence, and quiet strength. And how did you repay her? By betraying her, both as your wife and your most valuable colleague.
I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I made a mistake, I admit that. But you leaving too? That's gonna devastate the team. You've always been the steady hand. We need that now more than ever.
Do you not see the irony in what you're saying? You're only asking me to stay now because you realize I'm useful, just like Hazel. It's become crystal clear that, in your eyes, a person's value in this company is based entirely on how convenient they are for you, not their actual contributions. I have served this company loyally for decades, and yet I don't feel safe here anymore. After what you did to Hazel, I know I could be cast aside the moment I stop being useful.
That's not true! I'd never toss you aside like that! Come on, you've been like family to us. Please don't do this!
I'm afraid your words don't hold weight anymore. If Hazel could be thrown away so carelessly, then none of us are secure. You let your personal impulses destroy the trust within this company. People are walking away, not because of Hazel, but because of you.
You don't understand. Your resignation is going to cause a ripple effect. The team looks up to you. They trust you. If you leave, more will follow.
Yes, I'm well aware of my influence. That's exactly why I'm leaving openly and with dignity. I want people to see that staying in a sinking ship isn't loyalty, it's denial. Everyone in this company is irreplaceable in their own way. You keep talking about people like they're roles to be filled, but no matter how many replacements you hire, you won't replace what Hazel brought to this company. You won't replace the trust.
But Hazel should have trained someone before she left. She should have prepared a successor. If she had, none of this would be happening.
And why didn't you prepare to be her successor, Edward? Why did you leave all of that on her shoulders? You expected her to clean up your mess, to manage everything behind the scenes while you played boss. Then when she finally said enough was enough, you acted surprised.
I can't do what she did. I don't know how. I'm not capable of it.
Exactly, and yet you demanded it from her. You pushed her to carry more than anyone else, and when she broke under that weight, you blamed her. You say you're the CEO, but a real leader doesn't offload their responsibilities onto others and then act helpless when things fall apart. This mess, this exodus of talent, the shattered relationships with clients and banks, this is all a result of your decisions. You need to take ownership of that.
I know I screwed up. I didn't mean for things to get this far. I thought I could handle it.
You thought wrong. And now, for the first time in your life, you're going to have to face the consequences without Hazel or anyone else shielding you. It's time for you to grow up, Edward. You're not a child anymore. Start acting like the leader you were. I just got off the phone with Mary. She told me nearly all of your company's client contracts have been canceled. That's quite the achievement. And apparently, it's all your fault. I can't even imagine what you did to let things collapse this badly.
I was just trying to keep things afloat after you left. I figured if I could at least handle the accounting side, I could maintain some order. I tried to track the cash flow to stay on top of our obligations, but what the hell is that system? It's insanely complicated. There's a manual, yeah, but it's like reading a foreign language.
Oh, that system? Yeah, it's got a nasty learning curve. I'd say it takes about a year to become fully fluent in it. I've been asking you to approve a system upgrade for years, remember? But you kept saying if you can handle it, why spend money to change it? You didn't want to invest in infrastructure because it would cost too much. Well, now you're the one drowning in it. The system you refuse to replace has become your own noose. How poetic.
This wasn't supposed to happen like this. Hazel, please, I'm begging you. I've lost control of everything. Our key data files, gone, just gone. Invoices are miscalculated, and some clients got sent the wrong reports entirely. Payments to major partners were delayed, and now they're pulling out because they think we're unreliable.
Sounds like the damage is far beyond repair. And the bank, didn't they freeze your loan access? Mary mentioned the bank deemed your company too high risk. They cut off all support, right? And now I'm hearing about missed payroll? You had the audacity to lecture me about how you were protecting the livelihoods of your employees, and yet you couldn't even pay them? Don't make me laugh.
I didn't plan for any of this. I thought I could handle it, but it's out of control, Hazel. I'm seriously screwed here. I need you. Please, you're the only one who can fix this. I'm not asking you to forgive me. I get it. I messed up. But the company, it's going under fast. I don't know what else to do.
Then sink with it. I'm not coming back. That door closed and deadbolted, actually.
Come on, there's still time. You know this company better than anyone. You built its backbone.
And that's exactly why I'm not coming back. Because I built it and you tore it down. I gave you everything for years, Edward. I made sacrifices. I stayed late. I cleaned up after your messes. And when you decided I wasn't shiny and new anymore, you traded me in. For what? A thrill? A younger face?
Hazel, please!
No, you don't get to plead now that everything's on fire. And besides, I've moved on.
What do you mean?
I've started my own company.
Wait, you what?
Yes, I filed the paperwork 3 weeks ago. I've already signed with 2 firms I introduced during my time at your company. They were looking for transparency and real leadership, so they came to me. So no, I don't have time to deal with your meltdown. But if you insist on dragging this out, we can always have this conversation through our lawyers.
You're serious?
Dead serious. If you're not planning to pay the alimony and damages we discussed, then I'll move things forward legally. That's the only time I'm willing to carve out for you anymore.
Hazel, please don't do this!
You already did this, Edward. I'm just finishing what you started. You come all the way down here, Edward. I would have gone to the law office myself, but things have been absolutely non-stop on my end. I haven't had a spare hour to breathe, let alone meet at a lawyer's office.
I don't even know what to say. This is insane. I just walked through your company's headquarters, Hazel. What the hell? It's huge! Like, massive! It looks like something out of a Silicon Valley movie. Top-of-the-line hardware, massive open-concept floors, glass conference rooms, and equipment that makes my old place look like a garage startup. And don't even get me started on the staff. Practically everyone who was worth anything in my company, they're here working for you. And they look happy, relaxed. They're working in an environment 10 times nicer than anything I ever gave them. You stole my entire company out from under me.
Oh, come on, Edward. Let's not be dramatic. I didn't steal anyone. I recruited. That's how business works. You should know. You used to pretend to be good at it. Before I left your company, I spoke with a few people. Casually, quietly. I told them I was starting something new, something real. I didn't force anyone. I simply opened a door. And believe it or not, people don't like working under someone who takes them for granted, or under someone who humiliates the one person keeping the place afloat. They came to me because they wanted to build something, not patch holes in a sinking ship. They believed in me.
But those were my people. I mentored them, promoted them, gave them bonuses.
And in return, you expected eternal loyalty while giving them nothing but overwork, broken systems, and empty promises. You think money was enough to buy their respect? You never once saw them as people.
So you just posted openings and watched them come running?
Pretty much, 3 months ago. I listed roles for founding team members, tech leads, accounting, operations. I needed people I could trust, people who understood what it was like to be dismissed and overlooked. And they responded, not just because they wanted a paycheck, but because they wanted to matter. You never gave them that.
I don't understand. Why did they follow you?
Maybe because I treated them like human beings? Maybe because I listened? Maybe it's just the difference in our character.
All right, fine. You're thriving. I can see that. So let me make a real proposal. Let's merge. Let me back you. You've clearly built something strong, and I can provide experience, funding, name recognition.
Absolutely not. Why would I tie myself to your disaster of a company? You're in debt, under investigation for payroll delays, and barely functioning. You're a liability.
But I have more CEO experience than you.
And I already have a brilliant vice president. Someone who actually knows how to lead, strategize, and listen. We don't need you, Edward.
Wait, who's your VP?
Mary.
Wait, Mary? No way!
Yes, Way, she's been incredible. Good afternoon, Edward. Apologies for not greeting you in person. I'm currently on a business trip to Hakata, but I wanted to extend my regards.
You too? You joined her?
After what I saw at your company? Of course. Hazel's vision is clear, focused, and future-driven. Honestly, I wasn't sure if someone my age had a place in a startup, but I knew I couldn't keep enabling your recklessness. She's been essential to getting us operational. Every system that failed under your leadership, she's helped us rebuild it from scratch. Time's short at my age. I didn't want to waste another day watching a company fall apart under poor decisions and unchecked ego. I spent years watching you ignore every improvement request. Remember that accounting system?
Wait, you knew about that too?
Of course I did. Everyone did. You refused to modernize it for over 20 years. Hazel begged you to approve an update. You just said it was too expensive. Then when you had to use it yourself, you panicked. Couldn't make sense of it, sent wrong reports, missed payments. It was a mess.
So, when I asked you for help and you told me to figure it out myself, you knew I'd crash and burn?
Oh, Edward, we all tried to help you for years, but you never listened. And when the consequences finally hit, you wanted someone else to clean them up yet again.
Please, Hazel, I've lost everything. My company's on the verge of bankruptcy. I'm in debt. My reputation is gone. My staff abandoned me. Even the girl I left you for, she's gone too. I don't have anyone or anything. Please, I'll do anything. Just give me another chance.
That line's getting old, Edward. Do you say that to everyone when the walls start closing in? Let me be crystal clear. I have finally found peace surrounded by people who value me, who see my worth. The day you threw me away was the worst day of my life, until I realized it set me free. You were an anchor I didn't know I was dragging. Thanks to you, I learned how to lead, how to rise, how to build something meaningful. So yes, oddly enough, I'm grateful. But forgiveness? No. This is business now, and your emotions don't belong here. Funny how you couldn't keep your feelings out of business, yet now you're begging me to be emotional about yours.
I get it now. You were the core of everything. I was nothing without you. Please, can't we start over?
Took you 20 years to figure that out. But while you were learning my value, I spent those same years realizing yours. You're worth less than nothing. You've lost your company, your reputation, your mistress, and your dignity. No one follows a man who discards the woman who held him up for 2 decades. Goodbye, Edward. My legal team will contact you shortly. Company went bankrupt, and all that was left for him were debts. To make matters worse, that company was something he inherited from his parents. He had effectively ruined the family business, and as a result, his relatives disowned him. His actions led to a complete breakdown of everything his family had built, leaving him with nothing but shame and regret. Desperate to repay his debts, Edward began getting involved in dangerous work. His need for money drove him to make poor choices, and eventually, his actions caught up with him. He was arrested by the police and is now serving time in prison. The very life he had once hoped to build collapsed in an instant, and now he must face the consequences of his decisions behind bars. As for his mistress, after escaping from Edward, she tried to find work, but things didn't go as she'd hoped. She wasn't hired anywhere, and the one place where there was a potential opportunity for her was a company where the interviewer turned out to be one of my acquaintances. That connection led to her being coldly rejected. At her age, without any savings and having lost everything, it's clear that she'll face a hard road ahead. She may have thought she could start anew, but with little support or experience, finding stability will be much harder than she expected. The challenges she'll face in rebuilding her life are overwhelming, and I can't help but feel a sense of inevitability about the difficulties she'll endure. On the other hand, I find myself in a completely different position. My company has finally hit its stride, and I'm busier than ever. The pace of my daily life is more hectic now than it was during the 20 years I spent supporting my husband's business. But even though the workload has increased dramatically, I find myself feeling a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment that I never experienced before. I enjoy the work I'm doing, and I'm grateful for the opportunities I have now. It's strange, really, how life can take such different turns. Edward, who once had everything handed to him, lost it all due to his own mistakes, while I, who had spent years supporting others, have found a new path to success. The contrast between our lives is striking, and it's made me realize how important it is to take responsibility for your actions and to never take things for granted. I'm not sure what the future holds for Edward or his mistress, but as for me, I'm focused on the present. The challenges I face today are ones I choose to embrace, and I'm grateful for every step forward I take. It's not easy, but it's rewarding, and I've learned that the true value of life doesn't come from what you inherit or how much you have, but comes from what you create with your own hands. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
So, you're not coming to my wedding, right, Mary? I mean, seriously, what's the point? There's no reason for you to show up. Honestly, I don't even want to admit you're my sister anymore. If someone like you walked in there, it would totally ruin the whole atmosphere. People wouldn't know where to look. You just stick out in the worst way possible. So yeah, you should really just stay home.
What the hell? Why would you say something like that? Grandpa and Mom both told me they want me there. This isn't just any wedding. It's tied to the store's big campaign, too. It's important for the whole family, so yeah, I'm going. Not for you. For them.
Wait, are you seriously telling me you're just gonna ignore me? Like, this is my wedding. Why would you go out of your way to define me like this? Especially someone like you. Do you even hear yourself? Have you looked in the mirror lately? Like, really looked? How can you even function in public with a face like that? If I had those kind of scars, I would honestly just hide, like, all the time. Thank God it happened to you and not me. I don't think I would have made it past 12 with such a ragged face as yours.
Of course, I've seen my own face. I've lived with it for 25 years, remember? And you've been reminding me of it over and over again for just as long. You work in cosmetics, right? So I'm sure people like me walk in all the time. And what do you do to them, huh? Do you judge them too? You probably look down on all of them, call them hopeless cases in your head. The kind of people you think can't be fixed. And yet, those are the ones who end up spending the most, throwing money at whatever you suggest because deep down, we just want to feel like we're allowed to exist. Even though you and I both know no amount of makeup is going to change the way the world sees us.
Wow, okay, dramatic much? You sound like one of those sob story reality show contestants. And honestly, if you feel that bad about yourself, maybe that's your problem, not mine. I've just accepted that I'm beautiful, okay? And I refuse to let anyone at the wedding even for 1 second think we might be related. It's embarrassing. Like, I don't even care if that sounds mean. We're not the same species, all right, Mary? I'm a beautiful, elegant, stylish member of the human race. You're one of those deep sea fish that look like something out of a horror movie.
Wow. I genuinely don't understand how you can come up with this stuff so easily. I mean, points for creativity, but the way you're so comfortable saying that stuff is... wow.
Okay, well, unbelievable or not, here's the deal. If you insist on coming, then for the love of everything, do not draw attention to yourself. Keep your head down, sit in the back, don't talk to anyone. There are going to be people from my company there. And I'm not about to have my name dragged through the mud because you decided to waltz in looking like that. We can pretend you're some distant family friend or something. Not that pretending we're not related is anything new, right?
You really think Grandpa would be ashamed of me? Because that's not the man I know. He's always been supportive, always kind. And, for the record, I'm not trying to weasel my way into any inheritance or anything. This isn't about money. It never was.
Oh, come on. You think he actually loves you? No, he just pities you. That's it. That's the only reason he's nice to you. It's because you look so pathetic, people don't know what else to do. And don't forget, your own father couldn't even stand to be around you. You think that was an accident?
Fine. I'll ask Grandpa and Mom again. If they tell me not to come, I'll stay home. I will. But if they say I should be there, then I'm going. And when that happens, you're just going to have to deal with it.
Your stupid dream of being a kid's clothing designer is still the funniest joke I've ever heard. Like, seriously, I don't care how talented you think you are. If I ever have kids of my own, there is no way I'd let them wear anything that came from your brain. Not a chance.
Talk to you later. Hey, Grandpa, can I ask you something about Laura's wedding?
Of course, Mary. Laura's wedding is this weekend, isn't it? Why, did something happen?
Yeah, I was wondering if it might be okay for me to, not go. Like, maybe skip it?
Wait, what? You're seriously asking me that? It's your sister's wedding, for heaven's sake. What do you mean, not go?
I know, it's her wedding, and I get that it's important. But I asked Mom what I should do, and she told me to check with you directly. And there's also that business announcement for the department store coming up, so I thought maybe it would make sense to at least check in before making any decisions. I just didn't want to overstep.
Okay, but you're talking like this isn't your own family's event. It's your sister's wedding. You get that, right?
I do. I really do. It's just, what if she really doesn't want me there? Like, she flat out doesn't want me showing my face. What am I supposed to do in that case?
Has she actually said that to you? Is that the kind of thing she's saying out loud?
Honestly, yeah. But you don't need to talk to her. It's fine. This kind of stuff isn't new. It's been going on for years. She's always had this issue with me, and it's always been about my scars. She can't stand to look at me. There's just this huge wall between us, and no matter what I do, I can't tear it down. And honestly, I'm tired of trying.
You're telling me your own sister hates you because of your scars? Oh, that's just no! That's not how family is supposed to work. That's not how love works. You're her sister. You're blood. And let me be perfectly clear, I will not allow you to skip that wedding. There's gonna be an important family gathering afterward, and you need to be there.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Thanks, Grandpa.
And don't forget, your presentation is part of that event. That's your moment. You earned that. Make sure you don't let Laura or anyone else take that away from you.
I won't, I promise.
Now, about that announcement. Your mom and I talked about it, and we agreed that we're not gonna tell Laura ahead of time. If she finds out beforehand, she'll throw a tantrum and probably try to sabotage it somehow. But if she sees it at the event, laid out in front of everyone, she won't have a choice but to deal with it.
Yeah, I think Mom's right about that. She knows exactly how Laura is. If we told her ahead of time, she'd make sure to ruin it for me. She's always hated any success I've had. Even when we were kids, nothing I did was ever good enough for her. She's never changed.
And she probably never will. That's why I stopped depending on her a long time ago. Same with your dad, to be honest.
Dad, yeah, I've been thinking about that lately too.
Your dad and Laura, they're two peas in a pod. Honestly, I hate saying that about my own son, but it's true. Thank goodness for your mom. If it weren't for her holding things together all these years, I don't know where this family would be.
Yeah, Mom's tough. She really is.
All right then, that settles it. You're going to that wedding. No more second guessing it. Set the personal stuff aside. Handle it with grace, like you always do.
I'll do that. Thanks, Grandpa. I'll come to the wedding. I'll try to keep all the personal stuff out of it and just treat it like a business function.
Hey, freak! If you're still at the venue, get lost already! I mean, seriously, Mary? You got red wine dumped all over you and you're still hanging around? How pathetic can you be? I honestly don't even get how you had the nerve to show up to my wedding looking like that. God, just disappear already. You're honestly the one stain on what should have been the best day of my life. I can't even stand the fact that you exist. Actually, I've already told my fiancé that you don't. You're not part of my life anymore.
Wow, I didn't want to have to do this on your wedding day, Laura, but seriously? You're a bitch.
Excuse me? Did you just refer to your older sister as a bitch? Wow, looks to me like your soul is just as ugly as that horrific face.
That may be true, but at least I have a soul. Unlike some other women around here, you've got to give me the number for your hairdresser. She did a great job hiding your horns.
Oh, please. You were the one who stood there like some kind of martyr while I was just trying to enjoy my big day. Let's not forget, you weren't even invited. So yeah, maybe if you hadn't shown up uninvited, I wouldn't have had to dump wine on you. And let's be honest here, someone with a face like yours has no business being my sister. You're disqualified. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, you were never my sister to begin with. So yeah, don't come near me again.
Got it. I won't.
And while we're at it, let's make it official. We're done. No more pretending we're family. Honestly, I'm glad all of this happened before the actual wedding ceremony. I'm gonna broadcast my wedding live on all my social media accounts, so I didn't want you appearing in any of the shots.
This was a family occasion, so I had no choice but to come to the venue. But I won't be attending your wedding, so have no fear. And about wanting me out of your life, are you serious about that?
Hell yeah, I'm serious! Don't ever tell anyone you're my sister ever again!
You don't want us to be sisters anymore? I'm right there with you. You've treated me like trash for years. I don't want anything to do with you either. From now on, we're just strangers. End of story. Oh, and Grandpa agrees. He said if I wasn't attending, then he's not going either.
Wait, what? What are you even saying right now? Grandpa's like the family patriarch. There's no way he would skip my wedding. He has to be there. Everyone's expecting him. You know he's listed as a speaker.
Yeah, he didn't forget. He just made a decision. He said he's not coming. In fact, he already left. He went back to the main office. And about that live stream you were planning? It's probably going to look super weird now. I mean, think about it. No Grandpa at the wedding. The family patriarch and former department store owner. People are gonna notice. And when he's missing, others might decide to bail too.
What? That's insane! Grandpa's seriously trying to ruin my wedding? Doesn't he realize my husband's family has direct business ties with a department store? It's gonna be so awkward. Everyone's gonna notice something's off.
Well, I won't be there and neither will Grandpa. And that big announcement he was supposed to make? Yeah, that's happening back at headquarters now. So, looks like no one from our side of the family is showing up to your wedding after all. And the best part is, it's all your own fault.
Are you kidding me? This is completely unfair. You can't just drop out like this. You can't take everyone with you.
Maybe you should have thought about that before throwing wine on me. You're the one who pushed Grandpa too far. He's never gotten angry before in my entire life, but he's furious now. And honestly, I don't blame him. So that's it then. We're not sisters anymore. You're just some random person named Laura to me now. From this point on, don't expect any support from Grandpa either. You'll be lucky if you don't end up crashing and burning just like Dad did. So yeah, good luck with your half-empty wedding. Hope the empty seats don't show up too obviously in your live stream.
Mary! Where the hell are you right now? I've just left the venue and I'm heading straight to the main office. And I swear I'm not letting any of this go. I'm not forgiving anyone for what happened today. You all completely ruined my wedding. Do you even realize how messed up this is? Canceling at the last second, like this was some minor event instead of the most important day of my life? And I called everyone, over and over. Not a single person answered, not even one reply. I was begging people to just explain what was going on, but nothing, just silence. And we were live streaming the whole thing on social media, and the mood just tanked. People were commenting nonstop, asking what was wrong, why everyone looked so awkward, why people were missing. It was humiliating. You have no idea.
Yeah, that sounds pretty rough. But honestly, that's not really our problem anymore. You can be mad all you want, Laura, but the fact is, none of this is going to change. It already happened, and it happened because of you. What's done is done. Our event already ended. Everything we needed to say was said. There's really nothing more to discuss. Actually, no, wait. There's one more thing. Laura, were you even aware of your company's new business initiative? The one that was supposed to launch through our department store?
What the hell are you talking about now? What new initiative? No one's told me anything.
Well, it turns out your cosmetics company had a pretty big collaboration planned. They were going to team up with a new kids' clothing brand, mine. It was supposed to be this fresh cross-brand campaign for the department store's relaunch. We were going to tie your company's products into my clothing line's new concept.
Wait, hold up. Your clothing brand? Since when do you even have a brand?
See, I knew you didn't know. But yeah, I design children's clothes. I've been doing it for a while now. And this year, I officially launched my own brand. I've been working like crazy to make it happen, and it paid off.
Are you kidding me right now? That's news to me. Why would no one tell me that? Why didn't you tell me that?
Maybe because every time we try to talk, you act like I'm beneath you. You don't exactly make it easy to have a real conversation. All you ever do is tear me down, Laura. And the thing you mocked me for, my face, my scar, that's actually become the heart of my brand. I've built a following around celebrating uniqueness. People connect with it. They support it. My brand stands for something now. It's about inclusion, individuality, and pride in what makes us different. That's why this new campaign was such a big deal. That's what our big announcement was all about.
Wait, that was the announcement Grandpa mentioned? Are you seriously telling me the family event today, the one I wasn't invited to, was the actual launch of some major business shift?
Yep. At that event, we officially introduced the department store's new branding and direction. Grandpa has stepped away from active management. He's fully retired now. Mom is the new chairwoman. And me, I've been given responsibility over the entire children's clothing floor.
I'm sorry, what? Why was I not told about this? Why would they do all that without telling the oldest daughter? I'm the firstborn, for God's sake, and Dad's the eldest son. That has to count for something.
It might have, if either of you had actually done anything for the business. But Grandpa's not sentimental. He values talent, effort. And let's be honest, you're just a low-level employee at a cosmetics company. You've never shown any actual leadership, so no, you weren't considered. And frankly, your time at that company, it might be over soon anyway.
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I mentioned the collaboration, right? Now that we've cut ties with you, the entire deal with your company is being reevaluated. And honestly, if I were your boss, I'd drop you in a heartbeat.
You can't be serious.
I am. We're considering moving forward only if you're removed from the project, and we have plenty of other offers coming in. There's a cosmetics company that wants to feature my scar in a campaign about diversity. They're building it around the idea that beauty isn't about perfection. So yeah, you might start seeing my face in your industry very soon. Hope that's not too awkward for you. You always told yourself that being beautiful was everything. You really believed that, didn't you? But now you're learning the hard truth, that looks alone don't mean much. They don't build a legacy. They don't create opportunity. They just fade.
Why is everything falling into place for you? I've pitched new product ideas to my company so many times. I've practically begged to be in ad campaigns. But I've just been stuck on the sales floor. I'm part of the founding family. That should matter.
Actually, I'd say that's the only reason that you haven't been fired yet.
Excuse me?
Oh, and there's one more thing. There was a legal announcement today about Grandpa's estate.
Wait, what? You mean the inheritance? That happened today too? Without me?
Dad wasn't there either.
That's not the point. What did they say about Grandpa's estate?
Grandpa's lawyer led the meeting, and he read Grandpa's new will aloud to all of us. You and Dad have both been removed.
What are you talking about? I'm the eldest daughter. That has to mean something.
You keep clinging to that, but deep down, you know it doesn't. Grandpa made it crystal clear. He only wants people who value family to carry on the legacy. And the way you've treated us, you don't qualify. The whole family was in full agreement on that point, by the way.
I don't get it. Why is all this happening?
It seems like today's events were the final straw for him. For Dad, it was years of treating me like trash. And for you, well, there were plenty of reasons.
Oh, come on. All I did was pour wine on you. And Dad, all he'd said was that your scar made him uncomfortable. He was just being honest. How is that a crime?
No, it's not a crime, but it is a choice. And you made it over and over again. You both decided I wasn't worth basic decency. And now you're facing the consequences. Anyway, it's all over. Grandpa made his decision. He said people who reject their own family, who treat loved ones like garbage, don't deserve the legacy. You're not part of that future or this family anymore. As for Mom, she's not divorcing Dad, but she's done fighting for him. And honestly, she might be done with you too.
This can't be real. My whole life has fallen apart in one freaking day. And it's all your fault.
How is it my fault? I honestly have no idea how you're convincing yourself of that.
I had dozens of friends and family members bail on me at the last second. And since nobody's coming, that means we're not going to get any gifts. We were expecting people to give us enough gifts to make the wedding worth it. And now my mother-in-law is freaking out at me too, even though none of this is my fault. Plus she's saying I'm going to have to pay for the wedding now. How is that even fair?
Actually, it sounds completely fair. You created this mess. Your mother-in-law isn't wrong either. You probably should talk to your husband about it. But the truth is, you pushed everyone away. Nobody made that choice but you. Anyway, I'm done. We've cut ties. That means no more conversations. Don't message me again. Don't drag me into your drama. I've got a life to live. Goodbye, Laura, and congratulations on your wedding. Hope you enjoy it. Empty seats and all.
This is all your fault, Mary. Do you even realize what you've done? Everything's falling apart because of you, and I'm the one getting crushed underneath it. Please, I'm begging you. Can't you help me somehow?
I'm sorry. Who is this?
What the hell? Don't mess with me right now. It's me, your sister. Come on.
Oh, right. My mistake. I just figured we weren't using the word sister anymore, considering we, cut ties.
This isn't the time to argue about that, okay? I'm telling you, if things keep going the way they are, I might actually lose my job. They said straight to my face that if it's between continuing your project or keeping me, they're picking you. They're choosing you over me, even though I've been working there for over 5 freaking years.
Well, I mean, maybe that just reflects the kind of work you've done during those 5 years. If you were that valuable, they wouldn't be so quick to cut you loose.
Wow, thanks for the sympathy. But seriously, I don't deserve this.
Laura, come on. You know how you've been. You've always leaned on your looks to get ahead. You knew people thought you were pretty, and you used it like a weapon. Every time something went wrong, you'd shift the blame onto someone lower than you. You'd act all sweet and innocent, then dump your screw-ups on coworkers and walk away like it wasn't your mess. And now, when it's finally not working anymore, you're falling apart.
You're seriously gonna bring all that up now? Even my husband's family is telling him to divorce me. Can you believe that? And of course, he's just doing whatever they say. If I'd known he was just a puppet for his mom, I never would have married him. I married him in the first place because of the connections. His family's tied to the department store. They've got money. He was decent looking. It seemed like a smart match, but in reality, he's just another spoiled brat who can't think for himself.
Okay, and why are you dumping all of this on me? Like, honestly, this is your marriage, your life. We're not close. We're not even talking, remember?
Because I'm desperate, all right? I'm asking you to step in. Just talk to someone at the company, that's all. Forget that whole we're not family thing. Just take it back. And if you keep going with your project, let me be part of it too. We can say we're sisters rebuilding together or something. People would love that. The social media response could be huge. We could make this work. We really could.
Oh my god, are you serious right now?
Yes, I'm serious. We could spin this as a feel-good comeback story. Two sisters overcoming their past, working together again. It'll get likes, attention, maybe even sponsors.
I think I didn't go far enough when I called you a bitch at your wedding. You're a heartless, soulless, money-grubbing, backstabbing bitch.
What?
After everything you said to me, everything you did. Now you want to act like we're besties again just because it might get you a few extra likes? Do you seriously think I've forgotten all the crap you put me through? All the mocking, the cruel comments, the way you made me feel like I was less than human? You might have forgotten, but I haven't. Every single insult, every dig at my face, my scar, my worth. I remember it all. You cut deep, and those wounds, they don't just go away. I had to build myself back up while you kept pushing me down. And now that things are finally going well for me, you come crawling back? No way! Screw you! You don't get to ride on my success.
Wow, so this is who you really are, huh? You've changed.
No, Laura, I just stopped letting you walk all over me. I'm done. I've talked to Grandpa and Mom, and you won't be invited to any more family events. We're done for good this time. And you know what? That means I don't have to hold anything back anymore. You've spent your entire life hurting people. You've taken and taken without giving anything back. And now that you're alone, you can't handle it. But guess what? That's what happens. People like you, eventually, they lose everything. And it's nobody's fault but your own.
Okay. That's enough. I get it. You're mad, but I'm your sister. I'm begging you. I'm losing my job, my marriage, my home. If I lose my family too, I'm completely done for.
If you really want things to change, then you need to change. Start living like a decent human being. Stop blaming other people for your mess. Maybe then, someone out there will see you're worth helping. But that person won't be me.
Hey there, Mary. How's everything going with the new project?
Grandpa, you really don't need to worry about that. You're on your cruise, right? You're finally taking a vacation, so enjoy it. You've been working nonstop for over 50 years. You've more than earned a break. Things here are totally fine. Mom and I are managing everything just fine on our own.
I see. I suppose you're right. I can relax now that everything's in your and your mother's hands. I was thinking, though, maybe I should have brought Daniel along with me. I've been kind of regretting not inviting him.
You mean my dad?
Yeah, looking back, I realized I was maybe too harsh with what I said.
Actually, Dad apologized to me after the thing with the will.
He did?
He said he was sorry for all the terrible things he did to me when I was little. I can't say I've forgiven him yet. It's not that simple. But I could see he had his own struggles too. I'm starting to understand, at least a little. There were pressures at his job, and then having a daughter with such a noticeable scar. I think it all just piled up on him at once. He didn't know how to handle it.
Well then, I suppose if my words had the desired effect on him, I don't need to feel so bad after all. Maybe I'll try to take a few steps toward reconciliation with him as well.
You should, Grandpa. Talk to him while you still can. You don't want to end up with regrets. As for me, I don't want to talk to Laura for a long while. Not anytime soon. Maybe someday, if she truly changes, I'll think about it. Right now, though, I just want to enjoy my life. That's where I'm at. And you should enjoy yours too.
Yeah, I think I will.
After everything settled down, Grandpa eventually reconciled with my father, and the two of them even went on a trip together. They'd always been too busy to really talk, but now they're finally starting to build the kind of father-son bond they never had before. As for my sister Laura, she ended up getting fired from her job, and her marriage is on the verge of divorce. No one really knows what's going to happen to her next. She can't return to our family home, so she's been relying on distant relatives for help, working late-night part-time jobs just to get by. Knowing Laura, with how much pride she has, I doubt she's taking any of this easily. Still, if the day ever comes when she truly reflects on everything from her heart, maybe then I'll be able to smile and talk with her again. Whether that day comes or not, I can't say. But deep down, I still believe the best kind of family is one where we support each other. For now, I'll just keep doing my best and putting my heart into my work and creating something beautiful to share with the world.